everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Jeff and Joe's Puerto Rican Kitchen, where we show you how to make easy, authentic Puerto Rican recipes. It's day 7 of our quarantine series. It's been a week, and we've still got a week to go, so hang in there. Today we got a great recipe to keep you entertained. We're going to be making Asopao de Gandules con bolitas de plátano. An asopao is a Spanish word that literally doesn't have an English translation. I plugged it into Google, nothing. So an asopao is like a stew, but it's been thickened with rice usually, also known as a sopon. But you'll see what it is, so don't worry. It's going to be a great recipe for everybody up north who's still in the early days of spring, so it's a little bit cold, so this will warm you up on a cold spring night. So let's get cooking.
Puerto Rican. Yo te la traigo de Coupé, de Vega Baja y de Santurce, de toda parte de Puerto Rico.
So here are the ingredients for today's recipe. First we have our gandules. This is about a pound of dried gandules. I soaked these overnight. If you want to use canned gandules, you'll need about 2 16-ounce jars. You can use the canned as well. Then we have 3 chicken wings. I'm going to use these to render out some of the fat and get a lot of chickeny flavor in the base. Then we have some onions, some garlic, some sofrito. Then we have some olives, some tomato sauce, some adobo, and then some rice. Along with some squash and some chicken broth. This is all kind of the soup, and then we're going to garnish it at the end with some fresh cilantro. And then for the bolitas de plátano, we have 2 plantains, a little salt, some just regular all-purpose flour, and some achiote oil. So let's get cooking!
The first thing we're gonna do is make our bolitas de plátanos. These are effectively a dumpling made from grated plantains that have been seasoned with salt and achiote oil and thickened with flour. Start by peeling your plantains. We've done this in a lot of our earlier videos, so I won't belabor the point. Just use a knife to score the plantain skin in 3 or 4 places. Then use your fingers to pull back the skin along these lines. Repeat for both plantains. Once your plantains are peeled, we're going to grate them. You could use a food processor for this if you want, but given that it's only 2, I figure it'll be just as fast with a hand grater. Make sure to use the smallest holes available. Once your plantains are all grated, move them into a bowl and we can begin preparing the bolitas. To your grated plantains, add 1 tablespoon of achiote oil and mix together thoroughly so the oil is evenly distributed throughout your plantains. This achiote oil will stain anything it touches, so just be careful as you're working with it. Once the oil is mixed in, add your salt and your flour and mix it all together, forming a loose dough. Make sure to mix your dough until there are no more clumps of flour. Once your dough is formed, go ahead and shape it into small balls, about 1 tablespoon in volume. These don't need to be perfect spears, so just roll them together loosely in the palms of your hands. Okay, now on to the soup. We are going to start by slowly cooking our chicken wings to release all of their flavor. In a large pot set to medium-low heat, add your oil and chicken wings. Turn your chicken wings from time to time, really letting them cook down. You'll know they are getting there when the skins from the wings are falling off and getting stuck to the pan. This means all of the connective tissues are dissolving and will help flavor and thicken our asopao. This could take between 10 to 15 minutes. Once the chicken wings have cooked down and are getting really tender, add your onions and garlic and saute them in the chicken juices. Once your onions are translucent, add your sofrito and continue sauteing, letting all those great flavors merge together. Finally, add your tomato sauce, your olives, and your adobo, mixing to combine. Let this mixture simmer for 2 to 3 minutes, allowing it to reduce some. Then add your squash and your rice, and last but not least, your gandules. With almost all of your solid ingredients in your pot, add your chicken stock and water and give it a stir to make sure everything is evenly distributed. Now you are ready to add your bolitas de plátano you shaped earlier. Gently set each bolita in the pot. These will get harder as they cook, but right now they are a little fragile, so be careful not to break them as you add them. Now, with all of your ingredients in your pot, put the lid back on and bring it to a boil over medium-low heat. Check your soup from time to time to make sure that it doesn't get low on water. If it does, just add a little bit of water and turn down the heat. You'll know the asopao is ready to eat when your squash is fork tender and all of your gandules are well cooked. At that point, check your asopao for salt and add salt as needed. If you want your asopao thicker, you can also cook it on high, uncovered for a little bit to evaporate some more water. Once your asopao is how you want it, add some fresh chopped cilantro to the top and give it a quick mix. You are now ready to eat.
Alright, there we have it. We got our Asopao de Gandules ready. Give it a little taste here. It's got that deep chicken flavor from braising the chicken wings to release all their fat, all of their collagen. The cilantro at the end really helps it out. It's a great kind of herbaceous feel. And then the bolitas de plátano are great. They're soft. We've just been kind of marinating in that stew. And the gandules are great. We use the dried gandules, so we had to cook this for quite a long time. If you use the canned ones, it's a lot less, so that's easy. Also, I wanted to point out that this pairs really well with pigeon. You might remember this from almost a week ago. This is a very traditional pairing. A lot of people like a little pique in their asopao. Gives that little extra kick. Ooh, it's gonna be good. And I will say, this pique has been getting hotter from day to day. I've kept trying it, so. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you feel that back there. You guys should really try this out. Again, it's a great dish. It's a one-pot dish. Set it up in the morning and then just forget it. Come back in a couple hours and it'll be ready. Great thing for when you're standing at home. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button. We want to see you guys again tomorrow for another day of Jeff and Joe's Puerto Rican Kitchen. See you guys.